Good morning, champions. Happy Monday morning, coming to you live from the 5 a.m. club where we get up early and we conquer our morning to own our day. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. Thank God we get another chance to accomplish our goals and our dreams. And folks, when you wake up on a Monday, it's about making a plan. It's about figuring out what you got to do. You can't change last week. Too often, I think people just get down on themselves about what happened last week. Regardless, maybe you had a good week, but it wasn't what you wanted it to be. Maybe you didn't have the week you wanted to. Maybe you let the holiday drag on throughout the week, whatever it is. But when you wake up this morning, it's that, I'm in a car, so I guess I run, but it's the rear view mirror analogy, right? You can't drive a car staring in the rear view mirror. You've got to look forward. You've got to look ahead. And it's always defensive driving, right? So you've got to be prepared for what else is going to happen in the road, right? So you think a couple steps ahead, and you think about the next intersection, and you think about oncoming traffic, and you think about potential pedestrians and all that type of stuff. And when you approach the week that way, right? You wake up this morning, you don't worry about last week. You don't worry about what you did this weekend. You don't worry about anything. But you get up this morning, right? Maybe you stayed up late watching football. I love football. But I'm not going to stay up late watching it. I'm not going to let it derail my day and my week. So you wake up this morning and you say, what can I do today? What can I do this week in order to make those things happen, right? And if last week you didn't have 25 hours, if last week you didn't have 5,000 AP, if you don't have 3 months worth of bills saved up, then this morning, as you wake up and as you're sitting here, you've got to figure out, what do I need to do this week in order to make that happen, right? Because if you just repeat what you did last week, nothing good's going to come of it. So what do I need to change? What do I need to do this week in order to hit the goals that I tell myself I'm going to hit? But you've got to be intentional about what you need to do today, tomorrow, this week in order to make it happen. And then really, to be intentional, you got to discuss it with somebody, right? So talk to your coach, talk to your upline, find an accountability buddy, put it on GroupMe, put it out there publicly, do PTF, do whatever you need to do in order to make those things happen. And that will make all the difference in the world, right? And then as we come into this Monday, now we say, okay, here's what I need to do. Here's what I'm going to accomplish. Then you do it, and you put the activity in, and then you do it every single day, and you stay clear and intentional and focused, and you make those things happen. The analogy I give is like Monday. It's always tough for me to get up and go to the gym, right? Because I do stuff over the weekend, so my body's sore. I'm tired. I tend to stay up later because I got two boys, and we just like to do it on the weekend or whatever. And so then getting up early this morning can be challenging, right? So I'm a little more tired, a little more sore than normal this morning. But then I'll go to the gym, right? Because my trainer will hold me accountable. I'll go to the gym this morning. I'll get a good workout in. I'll sweat. I'll do all this stuff. And then I'll go have a good day at work. But then guess what? I go home tired. And when you go home tired, then it's easier to go to sleep. And when it's easier to go to sleep, then it's easier to get up early, right? And so that's that same concept. And then you get that momentum and you keep that going. And one of my favorite mottos is you go to bed tired and you wake up hungry. And that's what we're trying to do each and every day. So make sure that you do what you need to do this morning to get yourself mentally prepared, then be on the national call, then get ready to go straight to the phones, rock it out today, rock it out this week, and make everything happen. And remember, aspire to be better today than you were yesterday. Do it every single day. You'd be amazed at where you end up, folks. Let's have a fantastic fast start Monday. See everybody in the national call soon. I'm out. Woo!